to Ratton School. If you know the extension number of the person you wish to contact, please dial it now. Alternatively, please select from the following options. For student absence, press 1. For staff absence, press 2. For reception or general inquiries, press 3. For the head teacher's PA, press 4. For admissions, press 5. Or to hear these options again. Alternatively, please select from the following options. For student absence, press 1. For staff absence, press 2. For reception or general inquiries, press 3. Good morning, Ratton School. Jo speaking.
Hello there. I've left voice messages for the head teacher's PA. I am trying to establish, in the first instance, I want to establish whether one of the rather a serious incident has occurred involving one of the teachers from your school, and I want to establish that this person really is, for sure does work at your school as a teacher. Apparently she's an art. Yes. Apparently she's an art teacher at Ratton School. I'm on a.
Are you a parent?
No, I'm not. No.
Okay.
She's a tenant in my own home, and I'm actually going to report this to the TRA because the way this individual was very abusive towards me and my partner in my own home. It's something that has escalated, and I have video evidence of this as well. And
Okay.
yes.
Do you want to just bear with me? My first day here, I'll just find out who we put you through to and you can deal with it. Just give me 2 seconds.
Thank you very much.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you. Hello there. Hello.
No, hang on, it's me again, sorry.
Oh.
Who deals with it? So it would be the headmaster's PA. So I'm just going to take your details and she'll look into it and get back to you. Can I take your name?
Yes, thank you. Yes, it's Brian E. McCarthy.
Someone will be in touch with you. Is that okay?
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
No problem. Sorry, it's my first day and it's quite noisy because it's first day back at school. So my phone's not going up, but I will get back to you.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye now. Okay,
thank you. Thank you. Bye. I didn't realise today was the first day back.
The Department for Education. Our opening hours between 9:30am and 5pm. Please note that calls are recorded for training purposes. We are currently receiving high call volumes, so it may take some time to speak to an agent.
I bet you are.
We apologise for any inconvenience this may cause. You can find general information and guidance about education on the Department for Education's website at www.gov.uk/DFE. Alternatively, please choose from the following options. For school admissions, please press 1. If you're interested in becoming a teacher, you are an existing teacher, or you are currently training to become a teacher, please press 2. For school complaints, please press 3. For apprenticeship inquiries, please press 4. For all VFE sign-in inquiries, please press 5. For childcare inquiries, please press 6. For any other inquiries, please press 7.
You have to do things properly, don't you? If I feel nervous, just think how a school student would feel. I was mentioned in the local gazette in Seaford as being suicidal due to bullying, school bullying. What it doesn't say, though, is that some of the teachers were bullies. I had a front page headline. It was all because my mother, who took no nonsense, wrote a letter. That was an accident. She said, have a look at this, Bryony. Wasn't expecting to get a front page headline in big bold letters. Fast forward to 2021. I'm slandered in the Eastbourne Herald because I was beaten by the police up on our world-famous suicide spot, Beachy Head. But as a schoolgirl, I once went up to Seaford Head suicidal. My mother didn't know that. But my mother became sick worrying about me. So sick that it killed her in the end. My soulmate. And people are jealous. People are jealous because I had a mother who loved me. Get a life. Just get a life. Get out there, get off your asses, and do something good. One thing I forgot to mention in the last video, my voice message video, was that when I was kicked out of supported accommodation by this creature, this social worker landlord who was exploiting the vulnerable for his pension. Oh, it would be worse than that now. My mother was dying of a rare cancer. As I said, I got into a clutter problem. Well, I'd had this clutter problem since 2005. I've had it ever since. They make TV programmes hoarding. Only a select few get that help, though. The whole, we don't have the resources, we don't have the funding bollocks. That's been going on for decades. You just have to go through it to see through all the bollocks. Anyway, my late mother had said to me when I was in supported accommodation, why don't you go and help out at this Christian bookshop, coffee shop, sorry. At a coffee shop and a gift shop. And I didn't have the motivation that back then. I was just so... I don't know how to describe it. In a disassociated, traumatised state, which I understand now, because I couldn't cope with living without my mother. When my mother sold the house, that was a bereavement in itself. But helping out it was only after she died that I went to help out at this charity coffee shop on the till. But I was so ill, I wasn't getting the help. I had to leave early one time at the Christian coffee shop because I got a kidney infection. I was in pain. I was in physical pain at the bus stop. Did I get paramedics out? No. Were people coming out to me when I took an overdose? No, no one was doing anything. But the social worker landlord told me to take my mental health out on my clutter. There are people who are being paid a lot of money just to exploit under social enterprise. That's why he said I knew too much. But I knew nothing back then because I was in my 20s and I didn't know back then what I now know. This is why they're scared of me. People have said they're scared of you, Bryony, because you know too much. They do this. Before I moved into this property, there'd been this chitter-chatter. Well, that's what my partner said. He said, you don't know what's been said behind the scenes. That's why I said to his letting agent, I said, I keep thinking my partner's behind it. And he said, no, he's not. He cares about you. Because I keep saying to my partner, have you said anything disparaging? Have you said anything? No, Bryony, no. Have you said anything remotely negative about me? No. Are you lying? Are you a sociopath? Are you a narcissist? Are you one of them? No, I've never said anything. Bryony, I've never said anything bad about you, negative about you. So, just remember this though.
Department for Education, Craig speaking. How can I help?
Hello there. Yes, I've just spoken to someone from reception at a local school. I'm not actually sure whether it's a primary school or a secondary school, but it's involving a teacher and a fairly serious incident and the police. And as I said, they've taken my name and number, and that they're going to get someone to get back to me over this. But I wanted to, I still wanted to make sure that I report this because it is serious. If this is involving someone who is allegedly an art teacher at this school that has attacked me in my own home, me and my partner, then of course, obviously there needs to be some sort of disciplinary action here, because if I don't feel safe with them, I just don't. It absolutely baffles me. I don't understand how this person can be a teacher in charge of children. It's beyond me that because of obviously their misconduct towards me, they've breached their contract. I've video recorded the incident. I've video recorded conversations with the landlady. She too has committed a couple of crimes against me, which I have police incident numbers, and she's breached my rights under Section 27 of the Equality Act. And I'm trying to get help and support with this. But as I said, it is serious, obviously, because it involves slander, filthy verbal abuse towards me and my partner. She had an accomplice with her, a female friend of some sort, and all completely, she'd already ignored a police warning. As I said, I've got all the video evidence of this. It's actually on YouTube. It's so ridiculous. I mean, 1.7 thousand views for a police officer who came out. Even the landlady thought this was ridiculous. She'd previously got a police officer out just to say that she didn't want to write me a note or over something. It's just so... I just cannot believe this person is... The demented behaviour from this individual, it was very disturbing behaviour. It was just... And I have to say, I would question also if she was, I don't know, because of a comment she once made about do me and my partner smoke some sort of funny substance. We don't smoke at all, because she found funny cigarette butts outside. It just makes me question the things that she came out with. She went on this... Well, first of all, she called me an effing bitch, which I did not... Unfortunately, I didn't get to record that. When I asked her why did she waste paramedics' time for the distress... Because the thing is, she only started behaving like this after the landlady started bullying me. The maintenance man had a mental breakdown and left, apparently. There's been a lot of bullying ever since I moved into this property back in January. It was immediate. A lot of demented, just ridiculous, peculiar behaviour from all of them. There's one lady and two tenants here. The two tenants that are here don't like each other, but they've sort of used each other, and but just bullying mentality, narcissistic bullying mentality. I mean, separate to this is completely irrelevant to the incident, but the only reason why I'm here is because I had my emergency accommodation unlawfully taken, and that's gone through to the legal ombudsman, and that's a council issue. But it's just been non-stop torture for me, and I've had to now escalate complaints and escalate them, and I've let the council know about this recent incident. It's just, I'm an easy target for bullying and exploitation, basically. And obviously this woman has jumped on, they've all jumped on this. So as I said, I've got video evidence of her. It was about, how long ago was it? It was about, how long ago was it? Time flies. It was about 9 days ago that this incident happened. I've got the reference number 1259. The police incident number was 1259 of the 7th of April. I've been leaving voice messages for someone from the neighbourhood policing team, but obviously I'm fuming angry that this has happened. Obviously, I just cannot believe. Obviously in the first instance I need to confirm that she is a primary school teacher, or I don't know I can't remember if Ratton School is a primary school or a secondary school, but apparently, as I said, this is only from word of mouth. The other tenant because I said the other tenant here, the elderly tenant, doesn't like her, she doesn't like him. He told me his grandchildren go to that primary school, and I'm actually saying something that I'm not supposed to say. I'm not supposed to repeat this, but because he turned nasty himself, that horse has bolted, shall we say. But he said his grandchildren don't like her. She's an art teacher. But this has been verbal. This has been when my partner came down here, because I was in such distress. He came down here, and while I was upstairs, the lady that I'm making the complaint about, the art teacher, Dion, the tenant, went to my partner and said that made a weird claim saying, "Oh, you got her," meaning me, in here illegally. And she kept going on and on and on at me, slandering me, calling me racist, using the F word. She was just going off on and on and on, and I kept saying, "Why don't you just leave us alone?" And at one point she called my partner a C word, and I got her to confirm it. I said, "Did you just call my partner a C word?" And then she said, "Yes, I know, I did." And then she denied it. I said, well, it's on the video. She's just breached her contract. This all started with me just asking her very politely to keep music down and just to have consideration in the communal area with the noise, playing music, and she just started attacking me and my partner for no reason, and saying I need to get the hell out of this house. And there must be some sort of, well, it goes without saying, it's just common sense that, I put in the search engine, do teachers have to go by a code of conduct? And Bing said yes, to some degree they do, but well, that's just common sense. I mean, yes, and the thing is, this woman knows, Dion knows, that I have been through trauma previously, because on my YouTube I've got crimes that are still live, that have not been investigated by the Met Police, where I've been attacked by actual convicted criminals, to the point where I thought I'd be killed. And I opened up to her before she started. So her conduct towards me is now not really that far off than convicted criminals, and I'd opened up to her about this, and I'm, as you can imagine, fuming. I can now understand why I don't have children, but I can understand now why people are taking children out of the schools. I mean, not just for the certain, I've got a transgender sister, but I'm aware of what they're teaching in the primary schools from what I'm seeing. but I looked up Ratton School, and in 2016, the Argus said that a teacher had been jailed for raping a 14-year-old girl. That's why I'm now wondering if it's a secondary school, because obviously I thought it was a primary school. So
I can just check on that if you want to confirm whether it's secondary or primary. Is it Ratton School, Park Avenue, Eastbourne?
that's correct, yes.
That's the one, yeah. It was a secondary school, it says, 11 to 16.
Oh, yeah. Right. Thank you. I'm sorry. I thought it was a second. I thought it was a prime. From what I assumed it was primary, but okay.
Oh, no problem.
Yes,
okay.
That. When I saw the Argus article, I then realised it had to be secondary school. But oh, yes, but yeah. No, I'm just as I said, I'm just reporting it. That's all. Just
yeah. So with the points relating to the teacher misconduct, we do have another number I can give you to report teacher misconduct. It's a teacher misconduct line that's run by the Teaching Regulations Agency.
Oh, I thought this was the TRA. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, no, yeah. Sorry, did you say?
Sorry, I didn't quite hear that. Sorry. Hello.
I'm just cut out then. Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Sorry. It's a bad line. Sorry. I thought this was the Teachers Regulation Agency. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No problem. That's all right. So this is the Department for Education that you've come through to.
Oh.
The Teaching Regulation Agency. They are part of the DFE. So there's no problem having come through to us. But for teacher misconduct specifically, we have a different number that I can give you.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see. It's a different department that I've come through to. Okay.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, so they are the Teaching Regulation Agency. They are part of the Department for Education, and we do get people contact us about like qualified teachers and things like that that we can advise a little bit on, and we've got any email addresses for. But for teacher misconduct, we have a different telephone number that I can give you.
Yes, please. Yeah.
I think from what you've told me, it's definitely worth speaking with them, and they should be able to advise on what to do next and what they can do to help.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. So their telephone number is 0207.
Okay. Thank you.
593.
Yes.
5393.
Okay. All right. Thanks very much for that.
All right. Okay. No problem.
Oh, can I just sorry?
To get everything resolved.
Thanks very much.
That you're going through. I was sorry to hear about all of that. So I hope that if you contact that team, they'll be able to help with the teacher misconduct aspect of it. And I hope that the other things that you're going through get resolved as well. Oh,
thank you. Bless you. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Sorry, was that 0207 593 5393?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Okay. No problem. Thanks for your call.
Thank you very much for that. You too. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Said his name was Craig. You out there watching this, you all have a duty. This is something that affects everyone, okay? This is not just... And everyone has a duty of responsibility. Okay? This is me being responsible. Okay, if you're watching me, Milestone Group, and the landlady who's 85, who's admitted she's done this to other people, who's told me to sue her. Her son is watching my YouTube. And so is Dion. Well, you've all got less. I tell you what, I'm being the teacher now. I'm playing teacher. 0207 593 5393. Everyone has a responsibility. And I'm helping out. Let's say Dion was abusing one of her students, the way she abused me in my home. Those students would be very grateful to me. Right? Grow a pair. Pardon the phrase. Female police officer telling me I've got to be the man in the relationship. You've all got to grow a pair. You've all got to take responsibility. This affects everybody. Not just one person. It's not just me. That's why I just said to that nice young man, you know, it has a knock-on effect. It affects everyone, and why I understand why they're taking the children out of the schools. I've seen what they're teaching them. The little ones. It's satanic. It's evil. It's pure evil. I know my mum would be proud of me. She was already proud of me. My mum would be 86. My grandmother would be 119, and she was a teacher. My grandmother lived through 2 world wars. It's just jealousy. I'll just put this on hold. Just to say, this is the Department for Complaints of Misconduct, because I thought I'd rung the Teachers Regulation Agency. But yeah, so there are different departments for things, aren't there? That was something to do with, what did he say, education. So many numbers and things. In this country, they'll give you several different numbers and you'll go through several different departments and you'll never get anywhere with anything. That's why I've got these bags under my eyes all the time. Years of just reference numbers coming out of my ears. Which is what I mean. People are just like in their own teeny tiny bubbles, and they wonder why they're so lonely, because they don't listen, because they're not listening. They want to make their own minds up about things. Oh, you don't try, you don't. I just feel like telling them to F off. But I don't. I'm all polite. British stiff upper lip. But they're the idiots though, because they're like, they think, oh, they can say whatever they like to me and then whisper behind my back. I'm like, I've got no time for people. They have no idea how hard I've worked. Isn't it strange that ever since I've been on benefits, ever since I've been on welfare, ever since I've been on severe disability, I've never worked so bloody hard in my life. My life was easier when I was a carer, working as a carer. My life was relaxed because I was living at home with my mother. And she didn't take any nonsense. I was still bullied in the next care home I went to, but I did still take an overdose. But that's because years of the trauma that's actually deemed as child abuse was normalised, and I don't remember it. But it's dormant. So, hence the mind control and the social engineering. But you're either awake and you realise what's going on, or you don't. But it's taken years of going through that trauma to realise, well, this is what's actually going on here. Because trauma is normalised, especially childhood trauma. Both my mother and my father confirmed it. My late father, I hadn't seen him since my 12th birthday in 1994. But on Facebook, he confirmed what I witnessed as a toddler between them. And it was very strange for me to read it, because I was like, I don't remember this. Well, you don't, do you? You don't remember anything before the age of 5. You can barely remember anything before the age of 7. I can remember my holiday in Disney World in America, obviously, and other things, and holidays. I'll put this on hold. I'm just having a bit of a rant now. Hello? Hello there. Sorry, I didn't quite catch your name. Sorry, what was that? Sorry?
It's
Sophie. Okay, thank you very much. I'm Bryony speaking.
I'm really sorry, the line's really bad.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can just about.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I can hear you now. That's much better. Sorry, tell me again. So you're Bryony?
Yes, thank you. I'm phoning to. I got through to the wrong department to begin with. Because this is the Teachers Regulation Authority. I'm phoning to make a formal complaint about someone whom is. I first need to. I've phoned the school that this person is a teacher who works as an art teacher for this secondary school, and the person that I spoke to on reception said that they'll get someone to phone me back, because obviously I need to just confirm that they are definitely an art teacher at this school. It's about.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I'm just trying to think of what I don't want you to do is spend your time going through what you're about to explain to me, and for me to say I can't do anything, because that's it sounds like something traumatic for you, and I don't want you to feel like you have to explain it all to me and then me go, no, sorry, I can't do anything about that. So can I just clarify, are you wanting to make a referral about a teacher?
Just to make a formal complaint. Yeah.
Okay, so what we do, let me just explain to you our role. So we receive referrals regarding serious teacher misconduct. The only remit we have is to prohibit a teacher from teaching if, by means of a professional panel conduct hearing, the
conduct is proven to be serious misconduct that brings the profession into disrepute. So if you feel that the misconduct that you want to refer is serious enough to amount to that, then that's fine, and you can make a referral, but the only way that you can make a referral is in writing. We don't take any referrals over the phone.
Right.
And you need to explain everything that I felt like you were about to explain to me. You need to put in writing. However, we do ask that you've exhausted all local level procedures first.
Yeah.
So, for example, have you been through the school complaint policy and procedures? So,
right.
Have you first of all complained to the teacher involved, and then if that hasn't worked, to the head teacher, and then if that hasn't worked, to the chair of governors or the CEO if it's an academy, and followed their complaint procedure. You can ask for a copy of their complaint policy from the office if you haven't managed to do that. And then the final local level procedure would be to go to the local authority, and then we're kind of the last book, really. It stops with us, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah. That's kind of what we do. We only deal with cases of serious misconduct that can't be dealt with at a local level.
I see. Yeah,
Does that
yeah.
make sense?
Yeah, I understand. Thank you. So, do you think maybe I should just I mean, it does make sense in the first instance, as I have done, just to contact the school, just to make a formal complaint. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah. Okay.
And then see what comes out of that. I mean, if you've exhausted all local level procedures, please feel free to make a referral to us. We don't turn away any referrals whatsoever. They are assessed by our team, and then you'll be contacted whether or not we've got jurisdiction. So, like you said, you were just trying to check that teacher is a teacher. That's our jurisdiction, really. They have to be a teacher in England, and then whether or not it amounts to serious misconduct.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I thought I feel a bit strange contacting this. Well, I don't know why I should feel strange. I mean,
I do get that. I do understand, Jerry. I see what you're saying, because obviously your children are there, I'm assuming.
No, that's just it. I don't. Sorry, I haven't explained. I don't have children, and I don't have children at the school. But this person is a concern to me, because this person has abused me and my partner in my own home, and
I see. Right. Okay.
Yeah. And if it's true that they are an art teacher at this school, that's a concern to me, because if I can feel unsafe in my own home, if I can feel, common sense, I just find it baffling that someone who is supposed to be a teacher, who has to have a level of I would assume some level of conduct in or out of school, could behave the way they have towards me and my partner, and completely unprovoked, I must add. Verbally abusive, foul language, just abusive, and telling me to get the hell out of the house. Slandering me on a demented rant at me and my partner, telling my partner that he got me in here illegally. She'd already ignored a police caution. I just find it baffling that someone like that can teach students. I just find it baffling. How did they get to that?
So what you could do, if the school hasn't got back to you yet, you could go onto the school's website. Normally, not always, but normally they have a staff list on there, so you should be able to see whether or not they're a teacher. That's just
right. Right.
And then I would do what I said before, the local level. So go to the school.
Okay.
Yes. And speak to them if you get to the point where you find out that they are a teacher. But I mean, you can complain to the school whether or not they're a teacher or not, if you know that they're employed there.
Yes, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm someone who was bullied at school, and I actually got a front page headline in the local Gazette about bullying. But one thing it never said was that I was bullied by one or two teachers as well. So, but this is just, I wouldn't expect this from a student. It was so demented and infantile behaviour. Well, it was just demented behaviour at me and my part in my own home, and you couldn't make any of this up. Well, it's actually on my YouTube channel, because I had to film. I had a police officer come out to prior to the incident. You couldn't make it so unbelievable, just to tell me that she didn't want to write me a note, and she's supposed to be a and even the landlady was on my side with this, because separate to this, the landlady herself is also, I mean, it's completely irrelevant to what this tenant has done, but this tenant only started behaving like this once the landlady started bullying me. I moved in January, and I need to get legal help because this landlady has attempted an illegal eviction on me. She's assaulted me. She ignored an eviction notice, an official eviction notice, saying that if she attempted to evict me, that the penalties are serious, including even a custodial sentence. And the landlady also breached my rights, Section 27 under the Equality Act. And when I told her that this tenant, this secondary school teacher, had breached her contract, she discriminated me again. So this is they're not nice people that I'm dealing with. They know I'm vulnerable. They know that I've been through I've had some horrific things happen to me. I mean, I was attacked by convicted criminals in council accommodation, and I told Dion this, the tenant I'm complaining about. And I just now, she has behaved not too dissimilar to these demented convicted criminals, and so it just baffles me that someone like this could, obviously teach children, young people. I just yeah
I do understand.
Yeah. Anyway, but thank you. Yes, I think you're right. In the first instance, I did earlier. I left a few voice messages, and then I got through to someone, a lady on reception, and she said she'd get someone to get back to me. But you have to. In this world, I'm learning. It's you've got to. Just because I don't have children or children at the school, that it's something that affects everyone. You have to.
Yeah, absolutely. I shouldn't assume that, and actually, you can make a referral whether or not you've got children at the school or not.
Oh no, sorry, I wasn't assuming that. Sorry, I wasn't implying that you. No, sorry, I wasn't implying that you. Yeah, sorry, I was just. Yeah, no, sorry, just generally speaking, I think it's. We all have to stand up to. We can't tolerate this sort of. I mean, the police are just. I mean, this horrible landlady. Obviously, I've had to be civil with her in conversations, despite what a nasty piece of work she's been. But even she agreed with me how insane. I mean, the landlady's 85. She's told me to sue her. She doesn't care. This is the kind of person she is. But even she agreed with me that it was insane that a primary school teacher could get a police officer out just to tell me that she doesn't want to write me a note. But the police, sorry, I keep saying she's a primary school teacher. She's not. She's a secondary school teacher. But it's just and the police have done horrific things to me, crimes against humanity, and the police don't even attend real crimes. So, I mean, well, I had to report the landlady assaulting me to the police. So it's just, yeah, it's a lot. I didn't realise I'd moved into a bit of a, shall we say, a bit of a madhouse. It's a silent, there's a sort of silent war in this quiet house. But yeah, no, as my partner said, just because a house is quiet, it doesn't mean it's peaceful. But no, anyway, sorry, I won't take up.
Okay, don't worry.
Yeah, I just thought I'd just phone up just to inquire in the first instance, just to make sure I'm doing the right thing. Yeah. So,
okay,
yeah.
well, you know where we are. If you take to the school and it's not taken seriously and you want to pursue it further, you can always make a referral to us, but you have to do that in writing. So if you put into Google refer a teacher for misconduct, you'll get the link in order to do that online.
Oh, I see. So yeah. So if I obviously go to the school first, make my complaint with them. If I'm not satisfied, then I email you, the TRA. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for that. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Bye.